Oprah was because it hits the hot topics of what's going on in the everyday life situation. Like if something happens major a day before her talk show, she's going to say, discuss, drop everything that she had for that talk show and discuss what's just happened. So I think I like Oprah more. That's one of my favorites.
One of my favorites would have to be I think his name is Montel Jordan. No, what's his name?
Montel Williams.
Yes, his show. I used to love his show. He was real humble. He had everyday discussions, everyday topics. What was one of my favorite topics of his show? He was actually talking about, I think it was lesbians, and that was one of my favorite topics that he had on there.
Why was that your favorite topic? Just out of curiosity.
He was just real honest about it, had real people on the show, and they were just real emotional, and they were just my favorite.
And one thing that I must say is that being a radio talk show host myself, you always have to find somebody or some people that inspire you, whether it be, as you all mentioned, people like Montel or Oprah Winfrey, and in some cases, Maury Povich, for those out there who like the Maury Povich genre of shows. And I remember when the show first got started on this night 6 months ago, I said to myself, okay, who do I want to emulate? Who do I want to be like? What talk show host best suits me? And looking back on it, I now believe that talk show host is the lovely Miss Oprah Winfrey. Oprah, as you said, Sal, she brings issues to the table, everyday issues to the table, and she helps people with their problems. And I remember reading a statement here on the air that my media consultant, Wendell R. Gary, sent to me. He's the media consultant for Late Night with Edmund III. I remember when we did the show on reality television in America, he stated that on the Oprah show, it seemed that there was always a solution to every single problem. There was never a problem that went unsolved. There was never a problem that could not be fixed. And I liked Oprah because not only did she just give stuff away, but she gave it away with love, she gave it away with compassion, and she gave it away with gratitude. And that she'll say things like, "You're my audience. I love you. You are who and what keeps this show going." And so I like that she didn't just give stuff away just because she knew she was rich and that she could. She gave it away out of love. And one thing about love is that I know Oprah stated in her finale show, love is like the Newton's third law of motion. Everything that you put out into the universe comes back with an equal and opposite reaction. You put love out to the universe, it will come back to you. For 25 years, she put all that love out there. And on the finale special they did for her at that venue in Chicago, when all those stars were there, Maya Angelou, Michael Jordan, Alicia Keys, they all came and paid tribute to Oprah in her 25 years of being on the show. And she said that all the love that she tried to give out for all those years came back to her that night tenfold. And so she is a true believer in Newton's third law of motion. And I hope for the past 6 months, that is what this show has been able to do. I hope for the past 6 months, that is what this show has been able to accomplish. I hope that this show has served as a platform of love, compassion, and inspiration for hundreds of you out there. And one thing that I can say, you all, is that I know many of you all may think that it's just little old me, putting this stuff together week after week after week. But if there's one thing the myth that hopefully I can squash, yes, is a lot of the work on me. I can't deny that, but I have a team, you all. I have a team of people that puts me together every week. I have university officials here at Jacksonville State University where we broadcast from. I have media consultants, image consultants, social work consultants, counseling consultants. I have political analysis, foreign relations consultants. I have people that I call upon if there's a specific topic that I may need help on. I'll call them up and I'll say, I need your help with this. I've had a few of my consultants on the show, as a matter of fact. Mr. Ryan Mobley, who is my foreign relations and political rights consultant, has been on the show. He was on the Hazing in America show a couple weeks ago. And my social work and counseling consultant, Julie Nix, who is the director of counseling services here at Jacksonville State University, has been on this show. And so I have a team of people, you all, that help put this show together every week. I have a team of people that help keep me together emotionally, spiritually, physically. You know, when I get sad, I gotta have somebody I gotta go to as well, just so I can be emotionally prepared and emotionally ready to come to this microphone and speak to you all every Friday night from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. You all, if I may ask, what are some of you all's favorite moments in your respective talk shows that you all like to listen to? I know some of you all mentioned Montel, Oprah Winfrey. What are some key moments in those respective talk shows that you can say that you remember?
Well, for me, I used to watch the Ricky Lake show every day at 5 o'clock. After school, just getting off the bus, doing homework. It wasn't the show that was so monumental to me. It was just watching it with my mom and my great-grandma. My mom was sitting there cooking, all that, trying to make sure everything was done for us, for my brothers and myself. And my great-grandma sitting there folding clothes, laughing at the show. And, you know, that was monumental to me, to just sit there and watch it with those ladies of my life. The ladies of my life, watching it with, watching the show, because, you know, it wasn't a particular show I liked. It was just the moments every day, 5 o'clock, Monday through Friday. That was my favorite part of the day. Just getting off the bus, doing my homework, coloring whatever I needed to do that day for my homework, and just watching it with them. That was my favorite part.
What about you, Misha? I know you mentioned Montel Williams. Do you have a favorite Montel Williams show?
I don't have a favorite, but I have a favorite Oprah Winfrey moment when Tom Cruise was in love and he was jumping on the couch and Oprah was just like, just looking. Like, oh my goodness, Tom. But that was my favorite moment, because it just shows how you can have fun on the show and just, you know, be yourself on the show. And that's all Tom Cruise was doing, just being himself, just happy to be in love.
Just happy to be in love.
Happy to be in love.
What about you, Sal? What was the talk show that you mentioned? You said was your favorite?
I mentioned Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey, yes. What was your favorite Oprah Winfrey show?
One of my favorite episodes was like when she had President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama.
Historical.
I mean, that's just like, historical moment, basically empowerment for, you know, everyone. And it was just, I just really enjoyed that. And then I also like the shows when, you know, Christmas time, every day, you from Monday through Friday, she gonna be giving out some type of gift, and you just want to know, okay, what's she gonna give out
My favorite
this time?
things.
My favorite things. You know, just how you said that she gives gifts out with joy, happiness, love. And I just, you know, really enjoyed her show at 4 o'clock, just, you know, watching that every day.
What about you, Justin? What's your favorite moment from your talk show?
From my talk show, V103 and 107.9, I think the moment is pretty much waking up in the morning and to know, just to find out what they're talking about on the show. Because they talk about real reality things. So they pretty much talk about the TV shows and the hot moments of that's on the news. So So they'll talk about reality things, and then they'll have comedians on there who add their emphasis on there. So while you're driving down the road or you're getting ready in the morning, you're laughing. It's putting you in a good mood because of the fun and the reality in it.
Yeah, one thing I can say is that we have most definitely had some fun moments here on Late Night with Ed. More the third moments I look back on and I just laugh at one of those shows being that Misha Watley was on from season 1 when we discussed the show on hair. We talked about how we talked about the weaves and tracks and lace fronts.
Good Lord.
Yes, we did. That was a really fun show. Misha, just curiosity, what were some of your favorite? Because you weren't able to come to the season 1 finale. What were some of your favorite memories from that show?
When it was Deanna Harris, and she was talking about just how she had her versatility and how she couldn't stand how the red color and the blue color and the green color in hair.
Mm-hmm.
And my other favorite moment was when I was actually talking about how somebody thought that I didn't comb my hair just because it's poofy and stuff like that. But like, I comb my hair every day, even though I'm natural. But that was one of my favorite moments.
And one thing I can definitely say about the hair show, it was one of those shows that, you know, it wasn't one of those intense topics that we were covering. It was something that we could just kind of be real laid back and relaxed about. It wasn't anything we had to do a whole lot of research on. It wasn't anything that, you know, we could just come in and sit in sit and have a little conversation about hair, almost as if you're in a barbershop or a hair salon or something of that nature. Just out of curiosity, has anyone in here had the opportunity of listening to any of the shows and which respective show was it, and what were your some of your memories on that particular show?
Well, for me, I have only in your 6 months of being on the air, I've only heard snippets of some of your shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I've had no favorite in it because each show was unique in itself. So I really had no favorite. I just 11 o'clock at night on Friday. Hey, just watching the show, just listening. Hey, if I can at that time,
Right. I understand.
Just tuning in.
One thing about a lot of times that people don't realize about this show is that, a lot of people say, when I ask them, would you like to be a guest on the show? They say, sure, what time is it? And I say, it's 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. And they'll say, oh.
I'm known to sleep at that time.
I promise you that is a response that I always get. Oh, well, I'm usually in bed at that time. And one thing about it is, one way or another, they find some kind of way to be a part of the show. One way or another. I've had grown people, I'm talking like in their 40s and 50s. And anyone out there, y'all have parents or grandparents in their 40s and 50s, you know what they're doing from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. They're asleep in the bed, snoring, snoozing away, and not speaking on a live microphone in a radio station. So one thing I can say is that I'm grateful for that all of my guests, all 57 of my guests from the premiere date, since the premiere date, have come onto the show and been a part of this. It is 34 minutes past the hour here on 91.9 FM, WLJS Jacksonville. You're listening to the Late Night with Ed Moore III 6-month anniversary special. When we come back, some more of my favorite moments from the show from the past 6 months that we've aired. And later on in the show, I will be discussing some lessons that I've had the opportunity of learning over these past 6 months. You're listening to 91.9 FM, WLJS Jacksonville. It is 35 minutes past the hour. Keep it locked.